Hi guys, welcome back. So tonight I wanted to show a swap that I am participating in. It's with Ida Martinez on Created to Create on YouTube. It's a Christmas gift tag swap. It's a group swap. I don't know if everybody's necessarily familiar with group swaps, but basically instead of a one-on-one swap where you are just partnered with another person, you're actually in groups of 4. So you have to make 3 sets of whatever the swap is. So it is a little bit more work, but it is and it isn't. It's just really not, because you can just assembly line things, especially once you kind of have your ideas going. It does cost a little bit more in shipping, because what happens is I've made my 3 plus 1 for the hostess, because I'm going to send mine to Ida, all 4. She's going to do a video reveal on her channel. She's going to go through everything. For each group, she's going to break up her videos into each group. So she's going to reveal 4 in each video. Then she's going to take the remaining 3 and whoever my partners are in my group, and she's going to then put one of mine, one of the next person, and the next person in the group into an envelope, and she's then going to ship it to them. She's going to ship me mine. I won't get, obviously, mine back. I will get the other 3. So it is a little bit more work, and it is a little bit more money, because I have to pay for the shipping return to me, which usually is just done through PayPal. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give a quick overview of what a group swap is. So I want to show what I created, but really quick, I wanted to show this box. This box actually came from Michaels. It holds 12 by 12 paper. Well, it can hold 12 by 12 paper packs, which is kind of nice. But this was actually my mom's idea. She bought these. She got one for each of us. It's just nice, like if you're working on a swap, you want to just go through. I know Tiffany McGill has said that she found herself getting bogged down in like making choices on just things she wanted to use. So she started challenging herself, giving herself like 10, 15 minutes, go through her craft stuff, and she set a time limit. She was going to pick out paper, embellishments, all kinds of things that matched, and she was just going to throw it together, like in a pile, basically, on her desk or whatever. And then she would sit down and create, and that was it. That was all the picking out she was doing. She'd grab flatbacks, just whatever. And I thought that was kind of a cool thing. So this kind of helps with that. You can kind of start pulling stuff together. You can fit 12 by 12 paper. Oh, I want to use this pack. Or I know I want to use this sheet. I know I want to use that sheet. You can get them thrown in here. You can get embellishments and buttons and blings and whatever are thrown in here. At least you have everything together. You don't have to go hunting for it again. And it was a good idea. It was my mom's idea. It was a great idea. The only thing we don't throw in here are tools, because we do share a stash. So tools we always put away, but if you're using something, you got some scraps and you're going to use them still in your project, you can just throw them in there. It's kind of nice. So it was kind of nice to just pull stuff together. And now that my swap is basically done, I mean, I know I'll go through and I'll do some more stickling and more, things like that, little just touches here and there, because that's just how I do. At least I have a nice container. It's going to stay clean. The cat's not going to get into it and get, rubbing on it. So I kind of like that idea. It's going to keep everything nice and protected until I ship it out. So let's get into this. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show was my new Follow the White Rabbit stamp. So that's my YouTube channel. It has my name and thanks for swapping. It's a wood stamp. I got it from, what website? Zazzle. Thank God it had the Z on it. And yeah, they made these custom stamps. I mean, I designed it. I just picked out the font. It's really a, what's that thing? Like an address stamp. So that it's 1.5 by 3. So yeah, it's a nice size stamp. And I wouldn't put it on the swap per se, but I'll show you what I did. I did put it on my packaging because, and again, got to go back to my girl Tiffany. She says, you got to brand yourself. You got to put your stuff on there. And I like the thanks for swapping. So really all I did was pick out the font and what to say on it. So I thought it was a pretty good idea. But anyway, let's get in it. So I did do... Now, one of the things with a group swap is you want to make them all the same as you can. So, I mean, the design is basically the same. I do different papers because, you only have so much of each style of paper, so I will just show that real quick. And then I will just open up one because everything on the inside is the same. So these were my papers that I chose for my boxes. And these are the swaps that I've made. These are the boxes I made, and I'll get into that a little bit more. I just wanted to kind of show the paper. It's a Michaels paper pack. Stay Freeze, I think is what it was called. Something like that. Stay Freeze, maybe. So I'm just going to put this on my little stand in the background here. Okay, so we'll open this one. That'll work. So on both, I just used 2 different types of washi, just something that would match both papers. This I just thought because it was plaid, it would blend in too much, so that's why I decided. And this is also that Say Freeze, I think is what it was called. I think it's supposed to be instead of Say Cheese, it's Say Freeze. So I used a little bit of that washi with this cool paper, this plaid paper. I'm sorry, guys. I am tired tonight. It's only 9:30, but my body feels like it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's not. So anyway, these are Dollar Tree poinsettias. I really like those. And this might get some gold stickling or some more embellishment on it. I know I'll play with that some more. And these things were cool. These are from also the Dollar Tree. They're just like little holly berries with some... They already had some snow. They're just foam berries, like, and they already had some snow and some glitz on them. These are also from the Dollar Tree. They're, I don't know, maybe about yay long. Maybe about 10, 12 inches long. I just cut them in half with wire cutters. They're wire. They're just like a wreath or garland, that fake garland. And that's actually what they're for. If you're going to like wrap garland around a banister, you can then, instead of using string or zip ties, you just use this and you just twist it like a twisty tie and it blends in so you don't notice it. So that's really what it's for. It's to attach garland, but we use it for embellishing. So yeah, I just stuck some of that on there. I just kind of folded it in a V shape on the box. So the other thing I added was this really cute. It's from the Dollar Tree. Also, it's a little snowflake ornament. But I've been playing with the pouring of the resin. I'll show you my molds, actually. I did pull them out. I got these molds from Amazon. They're actually like baking molds, like for like fondant. I guess you roll it out and you can like press it in and make the shapes. But it also said you can use them for resin. They're just silicone molds. That's really all that matters. So, of course, the cat hair has got to get in everything. I always got to pick cat hair out of everything. And this was just another one. I just pulled it. But this was the angel wings. And I really like these bows. I like these ones because, yes, the ones from the Dollar Tree work great, but they're big because they're supposed to be ice cube trays. So the pieces come out very big. And I don't always want big. I want small stuff, too. So that's why I ordered those. But I do have the Dollar Tree ones, too. But anyway, it's just a cute little resin bow I glued onto a little ornament, snowflake. And I just attached it so it hangs off to the side. This box I did hand create. I just took some measurements and kind of figured out my measurements. I did die cut the top with an oval and put some acetate in there. Had some acetate. So, and the top just lifts off. You can see the acetate in the back. But I think I did it pretty neat and clean, so I'm not too worried. But I think that looks very pretty. It's a nice gift pack. So let's get into the gift tags. So I made 2 very distinct different tags. It is she said it was a shape tag or a tag shape we could use. So I don't have like all those really cool fun dies to make big shapes. I mean, I could have come up with something, but I do just like a traditional gift tag shape. So I tried to do 2 very different things. I went very girly on my first one. Lots of blues, snowflake, believe, eyelash trim, die cut a snowflake, punched a snowflake, little itty bitty blings. I hope my camera's focusing. Maybe if I get it over here a little bit more. Another one of those poured bows. These are actually Tim Holtz flowers. These are just a mulberry paper flower. Some silver wire edge ribbon, which I just folded through in half and then just hit a little bit of glue. My 2 from on the back. This is 1, 2. I'm going to say it's at least 4 layers of die cut paper, heavyweight paper, thick. You want them nice and sturdy. I know that's something Ida definitely always stresses in her videos. Nothing flimsy. So it's nice and sturdy. some little itty bitty flat back pearls. I kind of tried to make it look like snowflakes. Then I punched little teeny tiny holes and hung this snowflake charm off to the side, and I did add a little dangly pearl. And like I said, eyelash trim, Believe. I think I pretty much hit everything. Little stickles, a lot of stickles. Went a little stickle heavy, but it's okay. I know it's probably not showing up on camera as such, but... And I love this glitter paper. That's also from those Hot Buy packs from Michaels. They had the glitter paper Christmas theme. And my Merry Christmas stamp, just in basic black. I was trying to keep it somewhat clean and simple. I am not a shabby chic girl, so I'm probably not going to make shabby chic, but I think that's probably about as close as I'm going to get to shabby chic. But I love it. I really do like it. I think it's very pretty. I think it has an elegance to it. Not too cluttered, not too busy. But I think it's I like it. I think it's pretty. And that's all that really matters. And this one, I've really been into like the rustic look. So I really had a lot of fun with this one. I used my peeled corrugated cardboard. This is quite thick also. This actually has a piece of chipboard. We have some of those. They're chipboard tags. They are the Hot Buy tags. Which, do I still have one in here? I do. I have a whole bunch of them, but I have one at hand. It's actually a chipboard tag. They're those Hot Buy Recollections. Am I really going to use these mermaid tags per se? No, you get a nice assortment in the thing, but I'm probably not going to use these. So that's actually the base. That's actually sandwiched in between my craft paper and my corrugated peeled cardboard, which that corrugated cardboard is actually a shoebox lid. So I just peeled it and put it, and then I was able to trace that tag, and I cut it out and glued it on. Well, I didn't really trace it. I glued it on and then just cut it neatly, as neat as I could. And then I used some of that fake snow. It's like texture paste, I guess. It's a thick paste, and then it has almost like a gesso, but then it has like a gritty sand into it. And I did add some stickles on it. I think the camera's picking it up a little bit. I did a little flat back star in gold. One of my poured bows, which has stickles on it, but you probably can't really see it. Bottle cap, because I thought that had a rustic feel with the little cardinal. Some of them have two have poinsettias, two have the cardinal. You work with what you got. This is actually a gift tag, and there was like more to it at the bottom where you could like write the recipient's name. They're cute. They're from Recollections. They match the paper packs, and I love those little cars with all the stuff. And I stickled the wreath. I stickled some of these little ornaments. Just tried to keep it simple. And then because it does have a hole, because it was a gift tag, I just covered it with, I made these cute little red twine bows. Put a teeny tiny, I still got to go through my finalization and pick off all my glue strings. That's a tweezer day. And I just put that on there just to try to cover that hole. I was trying to hang a charm for a minute, and it just wasn't working for me. So I said, you know what? We're going to stop playing with that. Use these nice brown fall flowers. Use some... They're bronze stickles. I think they're actually called rose gold, but they're not rose gold. It's more of a bronze. And I put this little forever bead on there because I really everybody likes those beads from Michaels. So I use those. And I think it really, this Let It Snow paper. That's from another one of those paper packs, $5. It's the new Christmas ones. I cannot tell you what the name of that one is. I do not remember. It's got a dog on the front with like duck boots. It's actually really cute, and I think it shows the car, so... They definitely have it at Michael's. And just some Dollar Tree burlap. I don't know if it's burlap. Yeah, I guess it's burlap. Ribbon, which I just cut in half. This, because it was thick and it's only printed on one side, so I had to get a little creative on how I attached it. So I just kind of folded it over and made a point and was able to pull it through and glue it that way. And I thought it came out pretty good. I mean, it came out clean. That's a good thing. Same thing, my To From stamp, and this really cute North Pole this way washi tape with the little red pickup truck with the Christmas tree in the back. I love that stuff. I'm really into that. I know, like, it's been around for a couple of years, but I loved it from the second I saw it. It's definitely a cool style. So yeah, so those are my 2 tags. And my goodies, oh, and then on the inside of the box, what I did was I used some batting from, it's all scrap batting that I had from, you know, making quilts and blankets and things. And I just thought it lifted everything up nice so that the tags don't slide around in here. And I thought it had like, looked like snow. And I was going to put shreds in there, but those shreds just make a mess. I don't want to say I don't like getting them, because I do. I think they look pretty, but I always feel like I'm picking them up for days later, vacuuming them up, the cat's knocking them around, you know. So the other thing I gave as my goodies, not to say I won't add some other goodies, but this was a start of my goodies, was I had poured a bunch of those resin pieces. That's part of the reason why I pulled out the molds, just to show them, because I don't want to open this bag and dump everything out. But it's just a bunch of little bows. I did the angel wings, one of those nice frames, bunch of bows, some hearts that I had, and I poured all these, oh, you know, for a day. You know, I did a lot of it today. And as my bag topper, I did use the jewelry bags, the Ziploc jewelry bags. And yes, it's a jewelry bag, but it's still a Ziploc bag. So I wanted to do some kind of topper, but I didn't want to do a fold-over topper because I still want it to be used as a Ziploc to get into it. But, so I just did it on the front, and I used my new Follow the White Rabbit stamp. I'm fine with it. Oh yeah, and I put it on the back of the boxes. That's the other thing I did. That's where I used it. And I just, I had already constructed the boxes, so I didn't want to push onto the box. So I just used a piece of scrap from construction of the box. And I actually heat embossed it in black. So it's Follow the White Rabbit, my name, and my swappies. And thanks for swapping. And it's the same. Up here, I just did it in black ink. So yeah, I just put those in there. My tags. This one's a little flatter, so I did put that one on the bottom. Put that in there. And I don't know, what do you guys think? You tell me. I hope I don't embarrass myself in this swap. I know Ida's an excellent, amazing crafter, and I know she has amazing crafters that participate. So I just hope I hold my own. I'm not saying mine's going to be the best or anything like that, but I just hope I hold my own and don't embarrass myself. But thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you like it. Let me know what you guys think of it. I hope you guys like it, and have a good night, guys.